Good evening and welcome to Marion County Public Schools Engage MCPS, Teaming Up for Success. The goal of this initiative is to build and sustain effective partnerships between home and school to support student success. This evening, district departments have teamed up to bring you information and updates to help you navigate our school system and keep you informed. Thank you for logging in and spending time with us. My name is Shawana Hughes, and I am the coordinator of multicultural education. I am honored to be your facilitator this evening. Before we get started, let's review some virtual norms. It will be important to use the chat box feature to communicate with facilitators and ask questions. The text box is being closely monitored for questions. We want to answer all of your questions this evening. Microphones and cameras are disabled to protect your privacy and ensure you are able to hear all of the important information that has been prepared for you. The session will be recorded and shared on Marion County Public Schools Facebook page and YouTube channel. Please share information from this session with your friends and family members who have students enrolled in Marion County Public Schools. Let's practice using the chat feature now. In the chat box, please let us know what schools are represented by typing the name of your child's school in the chat box. Excellent. Welcome, Madison Street and Forest High School. Thank you for joining us today. Madison Street Academy and Vanguard High School. Thank you for joining us. Before we begin, let's do a 10-day check-in. As of August 25th, we had 44,102 students enrolled in Marion County Public Schools, which is the largest student population ever. Nearly 22,000 students were transported on the school bus. School cafeterias continue to serve over 10,000 healthy breakfasts and 25,000 lunches daily. After a day of instruction, 2,714 students attend Marion after-school programs. This evening, you will get the opportunity to hear from district leaders regarding important topics. First, Dr. Reese will share information about a vital position at your child's school that has been designed to engage families just like you. Next, Dr. John Pope will share information regarding our Code of Student Conduct and how you can locate the document on our website. Ms. Deborah Riedel will highlight some important educational legislation designed to create a transparent process throughout our school district. And last but not least, we'll get to hear from Mr. Clayton Allen, who will share important information regarding our state's new student assessment measures.
Good evening. I am Dr. Stacy Reese, Director of Grants and Federal Programs. I am pleased to share with you an essential role at your child's school. The Homeschool Liaisons. A homeschool liaison, sometimes referred to as a parent liaison or HSL, is a new position in the district, which attempts to bridge the gap between the home and the school. They build relationships with the parents and students to improve behavior, increase attendance, and promote an overall healthier learning environment. Studies show that a strong connection between homeschool and benefits child tremendously in order to help students succeed in our goal as the district is to work as a team with our families. Please ask about your school's HSL. They can assist you with the parent portal access to keep you connected to your child's grades, test scores, referrals, attendance, etc. The HSLs will communicate with families if there are any attendance concerns and offer support to help. They can make home visits if you are unable to come to school. They can also assist with resources or connect families to community agencies to support family needs. The Homeschool Liaison is a great person to contact and will foster a close connection between home and school. Homeschool Liaisons strive to keep continuous communication between home and school. They work with families to connect them to important school information, school resources, and community resources. The Homeschool Liaison takes the time to learn the families and find ways to best support them. Each Homeschool Liaison works closely with the guidance department at their school sites to provide support with attendance and other family needs. One of the vital responsibilities of our Homeschool Liaison focuses on student attendance. Research shows that attendance is an important factor in student achievement. Our Homeschool Liaisons work with families to come up with strategies and/or possible community resources so that your child is successful in school. If you receive a call from your child's Homeschool Liaison, don't be alarmed. They are reaching out to support your family. Remember, our goal in Marion County Public Schools is to work in partnership with our families to help every student succeed. Another important task is linking families to resources. Our Homeschool Liaison work alongside key personnel to get the families the resources they need. Resources such as food, clothing, books, support with social emotional needs, parent training, outreach agencies, and much more. Pictured here are some of our Homeschool Liaisons who attended our very first parent partnership this year. They distributed resources, networked with community agencies to bring back vital information to their respective school communities. Question for you all. Is there anyone here that was able to attend the parent partnership last Saturday? Please respond in the chat box. If so, what sessions was the most beneficial to your family? If you were unable to attend, no worries. Save the date for our next parent partnership event, Saturday, November 12th, at Westport High School from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Hope to see you there. Thank you for listening to the information about our Homeschool Liaisons. I hope you understand how they support our schools. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat box. Next, Dr. Pope will share information regarding the Code of Student Conduct.
Good evening, parents, students, and schools. I am thrilled that you're here this evening to listen to this information, and I'm here tonight to discuss with you the Code of Student Conduct for the 2022-2023 school year and everything your child needs to know to be successful in Marion County Public Schools in accordance with that code. The Marion County Public Schools Code of Student Conduct has been adopted to help your son or daughter gain the greatest possible benefit from his or her education. The code can be found on the MCPS district website with versions available for both elementary and secondary schools. A Spanish language version of the code is currently in progress and will be available in the coming weeks. Each year, a committee is formed to revise and update the Code of Student Conduct to ensure clarity, consistency, and relevance. The committee is composed of members of various stakeholder groups throughout the community, including parents, community members, business partners, school and district-based personnel from all levels, and school board members. This wide array of perspectives, experience levels, and student knowledge helps ensure the Code of Conduct is fair and as comprehensive as possible. As part of Marion County Public Schools' commitment to Goal 2 of the Achieve 2026 District Strategic Plan, the Code of Student Conduct serves as a guide for students, parents, and school personnel as they work collaboratively to create and maintain a safe and positive learning and working environment. In accordance with the district strategic plan, the code is designed to build the capacity of schools and leaders to provide safe, positive, and supportive learning conditions. The code also contributes to efforts to engage families and community partners to support student achievement, attendance, and social emotional well-being, ensure school safety is a top priority at schools, and to support students and employees' success and social emotional well-being. To measure progress towards this goal, the Office of Student Discipline, the Office of Safe Schools, and the Office of Mental Health and Wellness work collaboratively to track key areas such as student attendance, student discipline infractions and consequences, student climate, and student safety initiatives. Goals include a reduction in absenteeism rates, a reduction in alternative placements and expulsions resulting from discipline infractions, an increase in positive school climate as a result of constructive habits and positive attitudes, and an increase in safety measures at each school campus. As advocates for the social and emotional well-being of our students, we know that a student behavior is not always what it appears to be. On the surface, we may see a misbehavior or a violation of the Code of Student Conduct. What may not be visible is the child's attempt to communicate a greater need that manifests itself as inappropriate behavior. This is why positive relationships are the key to student success. Marion County Public Schools personnel strive to understand the why behind a student's behavior and build a bond with that student through empathy and understanding. When students have positive, supportive relationships with school personnel, trust and affirmation can be built, and students will know they are valued and can always seek the help they need to succeed. As we work to establish these relationships with parents, students, and the community, the Code of Student Conduct serves as our guide. The Code of Student Conduct is available on the Marion County Public Schools district website under Parents, Students, and Community. Parents, please read and discuss the code with your son or daughter. Students are encouraged to discuss the code with their parents, teachers, and school administrators to ensure clarity and understanding. At the beginning of each school year, students will acknowledge that they have read and understand the code on their student desktop, and parents will acknowledge they have read and understand the code through Skyward Family Access. Familiarity with the Code of Student Conduct enables students to know all expectations through the entirety of their school careers and is paramount to student success. I would now like to introduce Ms. Deb Riedel, Director of Elementary Curriculum, Instruction, and Digital Learning.
Signed by Governor DeSantis on March 25th, 2022, and in effect as of July 1st, 2022, House Bill 1467 requires school districts to be transparent in the selection of library and reading materials. In compliance with this bill, Marion County Public Schools has added access to information to the homepage of each school's website to keep parents informed about the library and reading materials students have access to in their schools. Information accessible from the school website includes a searchable catalog of the school library, the Marion County Public School Library Collection Development Policy, a list of the Marion County Public Schools adopted instructional materials, and any school or grade level reading lists for your child's school. Let's take a look at how you can locate this information from your child's school's website. From any school website, locate the Curriculum tab towards the top left of the web page. For high schools, this tab will say Academics. Hover over the tab to open the drop-down menu and select School Library and Instructional Materials Information. This will now bring you to the main page for School Library and Instructional Material Information. Down the left side of the page, there are tabs to provide you access to the information we previously discussed. The School Library Catalog tab will provide access to Destiny, the Marion County Public School Digital School Library Catalog, the Collection Development Policy, the list of adopted Marion County Public School instructional materials, and school and grade level reading lists for your child's school. Marion County Public School parents and guardians are invited to provide feedback as part of the selection process of library and reading materials being considered for your child's school. For further information, please contact your child's school principal.
Good evening, families. We want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule this evening to join us for information about how your child is impacted by various changes in our school system. One change from this past spring is Senate Bill 1048, which is in reference to student assessments. My name is Clayton Allen, and I'm the Coordinator of Assessments with Marion County Public Schools. Senate Bill 1048 gives progress monitoring assessments to our students in VPK through 10th grade. We will have progress monitoring assessments in the fall, winter, and spring. Your child's school will communicate the dates for progress monitoring at your school during the state's window. Each school also has a school assessment coordinator, which is usually the assistant principal, who can answer questions about the assessments that your child is taking. Why do we take assessments? We assess to determine students' mastery of the Florida standards, to measure what each student knows, understands, and is able to do, and to measure students' progress towards grade level expectations. We use assessment data to inform our future instructional decisions as educators. We ask 3 essential questions of our students. Where am I now? Where am I going? How can I get there? Senate Bill 1048 was passed in the spring of this year and signed by the governor. FAST Assessments K through 10 is our new progress monitoring assessment, and it is aligned to the reading and math best standards. VPK also takes a FAST assessment that is aligned to the Florida Early Learning and Developmental Standards. VPK through grade 10 will be assessed for reading, and kindergarten through 8th grade will be assessed for math. This does not include end-of-course exams in high school, which will still take place. All of our assessments are now computer-based. Renaissance Learning developed the VPK through 2nd grade assessment, also called STAR, and Cambium Assessments developed the assessment for 3rd through 10th grade. VPK through 2nd grade FAST is developed by Renaissance Learning and also known as STAR testing. Each test is administered in one session, and only one test will be administered per day. Students will be assessed at the beginning, middle, and end of the school year. All 3 assessments are for progress monitoring purposes to see what our students know. The assessment is computer adaptive through a web browser, and headphones are required. The image on the screen shows how, as students answer questions, the questions will become harder or easier depending on if a student gets a question right or wrong. The slide featured now shows approximate times for VPK through 2nd grade FAST assessments. 3rd through 10th grade FAST is developed by Cambium Assessment. Each test is administered in one session, and only one test will be administered per day. Students will be assessed at the beginning, middle, and end of the year. The beginning and middle assessments are for progress monitoring purposes to see what our students know. The end of the year assessment will assess all standards for the school year and will be used for things such as promotion to 4th grade and high school graduation. The assessment is computer adaptive through a secure web browser. The slide shown now shows approximate times for the 3rd through 10th grade FAST assessments. The state of Florida has set assessment windows for these reading and math assessments. You will see that we are currently in the first assessment window, August 15th through September 30th. Again, individual schools are setting windows for your child's testing, and those will be communicated to you by your child's school. There is also a writing test for grades 4 through 10 that will take place on a computer. The writing prompt is based on reading stories, and the writing score will be separate from the reading score. This school year, there will be field testing, and schools that are selected for field testing will be announced by this October. Progress monitoring periods 1, 2, and 3. Those are the assessments that are given at the beginning, middle, and end of year. They use a similar blueprint for all sessions. They feature similar test items to the FSA assessments. Students will have reports that are based on their grade level, and we will be including a FSA equivalency score, also known as a FSA level. And at the end of the window, it will include a state percentile rank. All assessment results must be reported to parents through a web-based portal with mobile access. Our district will meet this requirement by featuring the Performance Matters Parent Portal. Please make sure that you have Skyward Family Access and that your email address is up to date. Your child's school will be communicating instructions for how to access the Performance Matters Parent Portal once it goes live. The state of Florida also has a family portal that you may have accessed last school year if your child took one of the FSA assessments. This is a screenshot of the login page, and this website will continue to be used this school year, updated with results from the new assessments at the end of the window. Again, schools will communicate instructions for how to access the state family portal. Where can you get more information about our state assessments? You can go to the new Florida portal. Parents and families will visit flfast.org for more information about the assessments, and that includes practice tests your child can take at home to prepare for the testing that we are engaging in.
Thank you for that information, Mr. Allen. At this time, please place any questions you have in the chat box for any of the topics discussed this evening. Marion County School continuously provides opportunities for families to stay connected. The next parent partnership is scheduled for Saturday, November 12th at Westport High School. Other dates appear on the screen. Join us for helpful tips and strategies that support student success. Thank you for joining us this evening. The facilitators you heard from this evening, email addresses are displayed on the screen. Please do not hesitate to contact them if you have additional questions about any of the topics addressed this evening. Please complete the feedback survey found in the chat box at this time. Your feedback will be used to help us bring you relevant information and improve your experience. Have a great evening. Oh, we have one question.
So there's a great question in our chat box. If a child needs help, like tutoring, will the liaison be able to help with that as well? So our liaisons can help in many different ways, but our tutoring with our instruction would come with the instructional staff there at the schools. But they can definitely support with the different resources that a student would need to be able to help support student success. You will contact your school's guidance counselor for any additional support with tutoring or academics. The guidance counselor will be able to help you in those areas.
I believe those are all of our questions that we have received for tonight. Again, please make sure that you click on the link inside of our chat box to give us feedback and find out information of anything else that you would like to hear discussed or shared in a forum like Engage MCPS. Thank you for joining us.